Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Mitch Keller.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the left fielder, Steven Kwan. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway in Pittsburgh. Next offered in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Goes down looking. Here's Jose Ramirez. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Keller in his 6th season, 28 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. 1 out, bases empty. He swings and fouls one off. Right through there for a strike. And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Pickoff move to first. Ramirez back on a dive. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
3 balls, no strikes.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Frazier on to first in time. Awesome play there. Gabriel Arias, the next to hit. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Two outs. That just misses. Now 1 and 2.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
And a swing and a miss. Out number 3. Back here in Pittsburgh, and starting in this one, Tanner Bibee. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Late with the swing there.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Ryan Reynolds here.
Designated hitter, Ryan Reynolds.
And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And gone! Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. So 1 out, nobody on. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Swing and a ball ripped down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. Kwan moving back. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. And downstairs.
1-1.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside. And that drops in for a strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And that is downstairs. And it's a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Tanner Bybee with the strikeout. Here's Joey Bart now. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
In the dirt, and it's 1-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That's ball 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Cannonball coming. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Keller back to work. Flares it into the outfield. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And a foul ball. Just off the outside part of the plate. Check swing, didn't go. And now 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Just missed. There's the strike. 2 outs, base is
One
empty.
ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, right field. McCutchen has it sized up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the second. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ke'Bryan down on strikes. Here's Tommy Pham. Ground ball right side,
that's foul.
and that's just foul. And the slider
Ball 1.
just misses. Outside with a
1
breaking
strike.
ball. Misses
Ball,
off the
that's
inside. 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. The line to kick the pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Adam Frazier.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
And there's the strike.
0-1.
Just
that's out.
missed.
Ball, that's in.
Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. Curve in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Hedges collects,
He's
fires
out.
to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the veteran catcher, Austin Hedges. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Out to short. Connor Falefa fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Brian Rocchio. That misses,
that's a ball.
and that's ball 1.
1-0.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And that one fouled off. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the batting order turns over.
Now
Stephen Kwan
left fielder.
getting ready to
Stephen
hit.
Kwan.
Struck out looking his first time. There's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. That one misses.
2 strikes.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs. And now it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Hitter,
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Come on, Mitch.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good pitch right
0-1
there.
count.
Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Up and in, 1-2 the count. That's inside.
That's inside.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Sit him down.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Cruz on his way over and makes the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. And that is out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Reynolds stands in now and watches strike 1. Kiner-Falefa, the lead runner out at second. Cruz on at first with nobody out. Next offering is downstairs.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the start.
Oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. Throw home. He beats it. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That one ripped but foul. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the 3rd. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Good eye right there. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. This one in the dirt. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play. Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there. This is Joey Bart, doubled in his first AB. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Throw comes in and holds a runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now Enmanuel Valdez.
0-1.
Two on, 1 out. Swinging a foul straight back. That missed by a lot. And a count 1-2. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. First and third, 1 down. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8 at the plate for Pittsburgh. Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. This one popped up. Schneemann. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back. Start of the 4th. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Way outside, and that is ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And they'll do it again. To the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes.
Arias stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now here's Nolan Jones. 0 for 1 so far.
Nolan Jones.
Jones measures 6 feet 4 inches, 195 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Santana leads off first with one away. Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's a 2-2. In the dirt. Man at first, one away. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And a foul ball. Next pitch, not close, up high. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, right side. And no one can get there. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, 2 down. In the air, left field, down the line. It's going to fall for a hit. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
First and second, 2 outs. Austin Hedges digs in for the Guardians. On its way to the corner, and that drops foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That's towards center. Cruz sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom 4 at the plate for Pittsburgh. Tommy Pham.
Left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. Adam Frazier, the next Pirate to hit. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1, no strikes. And delivers outside.
No strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one close, ruled the ball. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Connor Falefa, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Lead runner holds at 3rd, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Now pitching for
The
Cleveland.
pitcher on here, Luis
Number
Ortiz.
45.
He's making his
Luis
fourth appearance of the
Ortiz.
season. So the lineup flips over. Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. 1 for 2. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. E-Ray coming to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one.
Ryan Reynolds.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Check swing, called strike. Runner at third, 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That one missing inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Schneemann makes the catch, and the inning is over. Back here in Pittsburgh, ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Brayan Rocchio. Keller back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And it remains 2-2. Inside, just missed. Hit in the air, center field. And there's one down. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He is struck out, and he is walked. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, designated hitter Jose Ramirez.
And now here is Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Carlos Santana digs in now. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And down on strikes, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. Back here at PNC Park, and now the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew Andrew McCutchen.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
It's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Next,
Hector
it's the Pirates
Joey
cleanup hitter, Joey Bart. And that's too high. Glove side, but it gets through. McCutchen round second, heads for third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. Got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
And here is Enmanuel Valdez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throws it away. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. And there's a strike. Drilled in the air out towards right center. He's got it. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 4. And here is Ke'Bryan Hayes.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And now Tommy Pham, who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Out there to center. Thomas on the move. Long run, tracks it down. And that will end the inning. Top 6. Here's the third baseman, Gabriel Arias. Right through there for a strike. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-2 now.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Foul ball there.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
One down, base is empty. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas now. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Jones, the base runner at first with one out. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. In the air on the infield, Valdez under it. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
Second baseman.
Picked up an
Daniel
RBI in his
Schneemann.
last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that one is lifted in the air. And it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Kind of just
Now
punch it out.
pitching
Carmen
for the
Mlodzinski
Pirates.
on the pitch here.
And he's
Number
got a
50.
nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
First and second, 2 outs. And next is the Guardians catcher, Austin Hedges. Right through there for a strike. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Outside low, and 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right
One
away
ball,
it was an
2
off-speed
strikes.
pitch.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off for the Pirates.
And at first,
the
so next to the
shortstop,
plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. That clips the corner. Nobody out,
No one's
runner at
the count.
first. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you
Ball
swing
2.
at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike. Grounded to third, could be 2. Fired to second. Out of Santana, 2.
The 5-4-3 double play is a
Now batting,
gem in baseball.
center
And
fielder,
how can you not
O'Neill
appreciate the skill and practice it takes to make
Cruz.
this look so easy? Great work by the infield.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the
Leading off for
7th, and the
Cleveland,
batter will be the shortstop, Ryan Rocchio. Mlodzinski, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. Mlodzinski is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's
That's ball
usually
3.
just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the
1
zone,
strike.
it's on the ground.
That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Kwan in the box now. No balls and a strike. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. His second homer this series, and they slice into the lead. It's 6-3. So now the DH spot, Jose Ramirez. And that drops in for a strike.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. 1 for 3. Now a screamer into the outfield. And foul ball.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. And that one hit to first, and a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And now 2-2. That one is upstairs. Got it. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gabriel Arias. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside, and it's 2-1. Look out!
Hey,
and it hit him.
Now batting.
Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Arias, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2 the count.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Leading off
set for the last half of the 7th. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Bryan Reynolds. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good. with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Gets down, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the...
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Hedges too late. Breaking ball inside. And the count even 1-1. To third, Arias. And McCutchen is out.
Now pitching for
The
Cleveland.
Guardians going with a new pitcher,
Number
Cade Smith.
36.
He last pitched 2 days ago.
Cade Smith.
Here's the catcher, Joey Bart. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Pitch is in there. 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom of the 7th. Swings through the sweeper.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Enmanuel Valdez will hit next.
Valdez.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a new
Pirates.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Ryan
43.
Barucki. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Here comes
Leading
Lane
off for
Thomas.
Center
The
fielder,
Guardians
Lane
in
Thomas.
striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. In the air, right side. McCutchen has it sized up. And out number 1 on the grab. Daniel Schneemann digs in for
Now
the
batting,
Guardians.
Second baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
That's in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Frazier. Throw to first in time. Austin Hedges now.
Good arm side run and sink on that
Now
pitch
batting,
right there.
catcher,
Got inside on him and got him to
Austin
bounce
Hedges.
into that out.
0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And that skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes. Three and 2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now batting.
So man
shortstop,
aboard,
Ryan Rocchio.
stepping up for the Guardians. Ryan Rocchio, a switch hitter batting right. That
Nope.
one
Ball
misses.
one.
That's 5 straight. And
That's
another
ball
ball. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Hedges off of first with 2 away. Ripped on the ground to second, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Ready for the
Pirates,
bottom of the 8th.
third
Down the third
baseman,
baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Hayes.
Smith back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Check
That's a
swing, no appeal.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike. 2-2 the count. We got a
3-2
full
now.
count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2
Now
pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that
Left
walk.
fielder,
Tommy Pham, the next
Pham.
Pirate to hit. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. And there's a ball.
1-0.
And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next
2
offering
balls,
is outside.
2 strikes.
Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. At the plate for Pittsburgh,
Second
Adam
baseman,
Frazier.
Adam Frazier.
Nasty pitch right there. 0-1.
All 1's the count.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Headed towards the corner. Reaches, but can't make the grab. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2
Now
strikes, but
batting,
found a way.
shortstop,
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to
Isaiah
square it up
Kanafa.
pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Hedges
0-1.
throw. Got him. Caught stealing. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in there at the knees. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Santana under it. And that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and
Pirates,
here comes the closer, Dennis
number
Santana.
60.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it
Leading
out.
off for Cleveland.
Back to the top of the order now.
Stephen
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game. Check swing, called strike.
All 1's the count.
And misses
that's
inside. And it's even up.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The 2-2. Way inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Right through there for a strike.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Close, but called a ball. And the count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Good eye in that spot. Fights it off. He'll see another.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little.
Frazier over to Connor Falefa. Relay to first. Double play. So they're down to their final out. Carlos Santana, the next to hit. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Santana is just 1 strike away. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3. Liner, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
He was all over that one. Really important at bat coming up now.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's going to be Gabriel Arias. In the dirt, blocked. Runner at second, 2 down. He was late there, strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the base.
To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.